Ghost of Tsushima 2, aka Ghost of Yotei, is going over a great deal of controversy because of the main character's actress, aka Erika Ishii. She's voiced Valkyrie from Apex Legends, and the reason why she's going over a great deal of controversy is because of the case of a bunch of things that a lot of people don't agree with, which is simply reasonable because of the fact that she is a person that believes a lot of radical things, considerably sexist, hypothetically racist, depending on the case of different views and statements that I haven't looked too much deep into because it doesn't really change my overarching point. Here, it better more proves it, even if the case of her being bad, and at the same time, as well, possibly people not fucking with the fact that Jin's story is not continuing or is not complete because I, like a lot of others, believe that Jin needed one more game to fully simplify and finish his character. And I spoke about this when it came down to my talks across the board about Jin, and most importantly, my view on the character and how Ghost of Tsushima 2 should be slash hypothetically should have been, depending on how I feel about this game. But none of this involves Erika Ishii. And I'm not going to be having a full intro with this. I'm just going to be talking over my overarching opinion of the matter and more. I hope you guys will enjoy. But to simply say it, I don't give a fuck about any of the controversy going on in the grand scope. Yes, as you see on the screen, a multiple case of things, Erika Ishii believes in things that a lot of people would not be okay with. I don't agree with her ideals on transgenderism. I don't agree with her ideals on the cops. It's very ignorant. I think she's very ignorant and blasphemous in a different approach. Some people might have a problem with the fact that, again, the case of the second installment in Ghost of Tsushima saga for a possible trilogy or quadrilogy, as Ghost of Tsushima deserves that right to be able to do that, is not going about having Jin be the main character for this. She obviously, within the case of showcasing in the Ghost of Yotei trailer, aka the case of obviously again Ghost of Tsushima 2, a game that obviously holds a great deal of legacy to be had, not having that person but having her. She's going to be playing the second main character, aka the MC of Ghost of Yotei, which for the record, for y'all who don't know, Yotei is a place in mainland Japan, not another island in Japan's region, but literally in Japan, a place that knows whole greater mountain height legacy to the case of the greater evolvement and capabilities of Japan, right? And the time period of this game takes place early 17th century, aka 1603. As you continue on from that, Ghost of Tsushima, for y'all who remember or not, remember, that game takes place early 13th century. And that game, obviously, takes place way in the past in comparison to this game. It's still congruent on obviously evolving over time. If you ask me, I would think the game should have like continued if it was Jin, like 10, maybe 20 years in the future, considerably, even though like hypothetically Jin or someone else would be taking obviously role main character, but he could still possibly be alive depending on what he would be doing. He would be a very fucking old man and be in a maybe Lord Chimbra situation, or hypothetically a little smidge take of being opposite in divertment from, you know, his general stand as protector and more mentor, right? You know what I'm saying? But regardless, this time period is not a problem to me because of the case of the time period that it is in with Japan, with a bunch of interesting things, a bunch of unique and creative case of matter of storytelling and busting things to come from the characters within it. And at the end of the day, it is all about the story to me. The reason why this controversy does not really matter to me in the grand scope is simply because, number one, it's not that fucking deep to try to slander and stamp the game and all type of bad, to boycott it and do some dumbass shit about it. It's really not that fucking deep. It's not that serious. And if you take it that seriously, you really have to, I feel like, look yourself in the mirror, no dramatic shit, and really take in the fact that a lot of creations and a lot of case of matter different stories have people, or different case of matter of different problems with it, that are not about the people making it, but more about decisions that go in the case of behind the scenes that affect it. Whatever Erika Ishii believes or does outside the game should arguably not matter unless it is the gruesome to the most foul, straight up fuck shit ever on some R. Kelly or Bill Cosby stuff. Which even then, without knowing any of that knowledge, considerably, that will not change arguably the quality of the game. And so too, I see personally anything truly baffling or bad about the actress that really would take away any of the semblance of goodness or sauce with the game. To me, as a general person, you should not care. That will not affect you. It will not change the overarching quality of the game, and that's what we should strive to go ahead and look at, not just her beliefs. Like I just said in the intro of this, I believe that what she believes is some stupid ass shit, and I don't fuck with her. But it shouldn't matter that she's a woman or not, or she doesn't fucking matter. I don't care that she's trans. When it comes down to her voice acting on what she can do as a person, yes, I strongly do believe in the fact that she can considerably voice act. Again, she voice acted Valkyrie from Apex Legends, a character from League of Legends, some other people. I don't know too much in the grand scope about her. I don't really care, especially because Valkyrie being the only character that I know of her, like, actually as a person I know or played as a character lore-wise, I think is like just flat surface. She exists. I don't really care. I don't really think it's going to change too much. She should be able to voice act, be very fundamentally interesting because of the time period and potential of the legacy that Jin Sakai laid, because of him being the technical first ninja of this, historical fantasy to historical fiction of Japan, in the case of the fact that, the Ghost Army and whatever the case of what the whole Ghost of Yotei legacy will be standing on that form of purpose to represent the legacy of Jin Sakai and the people of Tsushima and possibly even Iki Island within that matter. So to me, that doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care. It won't make truly a grand scope true difference. And I all around just fundamentally think that no matter the case of what she believes in real life, it will not change the overarching goodness of the game. Okay? So, yeah, like, all the people who are getting all up in the uproar, you have every reason to feel some type of way considerably, but to be getting mad to that extent like that without understanding simply the fact that what she believes will not be changing the overarching course of the game, and all around will just be a person who believes something that we can all adhere to is stupid, but doesn't really matter in the grand scope. I mean, if you're okay watching Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, if you're one of the people who like that show or anything like that, and Brie Larson and the actress that plays She-Hulk is iconic for being people that a lot of people don't like because of their personality or their ideals, their political agenda or whatever form of different things that they do in real life to say or promote these different things should just be that. Just their way of doing stuff. Not at the end of the day the way the game is. Now, I think if she tries to push her ideals or some other bullshit onto the game, that's when we got a problem. If she's taking what she believes that will literally plunge the game into a whole dog doodle case simulator and not be good, and divulge the game to being what people have said about different form of movies, TV shows, comics, anime, video games as a whole, that's the problem. But just because she believes what she believes will not hold an effect on the game. And at the end of the day, man, it's just her opinion. Her opinion can be absolutely fucking terrible, right? You could have a dog shit opinion. That's considerably, subjective too. But there's a stitch of objectivity to that statement. Like, again, I'll keep putting it up. What she believes is not okay. I've seen videos on it, seen it in real life. There's some pictures, like, for reference, right? But none of it should matter. Again, she'll be voice acting like normal. The case of how Ghost of Tsushima and other games like it is not through recorded through motion cap or different scan of this and this and this. It's a voice recording case of scan in a visual sense to obviously basic paint the case of their face onto a character and show them out there. So no matter if she's trans or not, because I feel like that's just like a deep-seated hatred. If you transphobic like that, I mean, I guess whatever the case, I don't really care. It's mainly her beliefs, transphobicness, and different cases of ties of that I got a problem with. But again, that doesn't really change the point of the matter. She should be able to record her lines, do whatever she needs to do, possibly physically or not, normally like any other person that has worked with Sucker Punch or obviously been a part of the Ghost of Tsushima crew and development team. Shouldn't fucking matter. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I haven't even full peeked the trailer because I want to go into Ghost of Yotei blind. It should be good. I'm hoping Ghost of Tsushima 2 lives up. I'm sorry for just this random rant, but I kind of just want to get out the way. This isn't in true defense of obviously anything. This obviously, like I said, within the case of the intro pretty much or anything else, it's just to go ahead and just get out my thoughts on the Ghost of Yotei controversy about Erika Ishii. No hate to the shawty or whatever. I don't feel like I would like the shawty from what she says, but you can separate the art from the artist. I'm here for the game. Yeah, money might go to somebody you don't like or something like that, but at the end of the day, man, you don't have to pay for it yourself. You don't even have to buy it, technically, if you can, like, do that. And also, it's like, to me, man, countless times there has been movies, TV shows, any other literature or writing that I like as a person that I don't fuck with, and I don't care, okay? In the case of the Reddit post, exactly, talking about this woman and what she does, has already discussed about how, you know, she can be whatever the fuck, but it will not take away the grand scope goodness of the game, okay? Like, it doesn't really matter to me. I could really care less. I don't care about any of that controversy, any sense. It's not going to change the way I see the game. It's not going to change my love for the first game. And all around, man, I feel like anyone who really is getting upset about any of that stuff, it doesn't really matter, okay? It doesn't really change the pure fact that then we're here for the game and nothing else in this case, in this sense. So, yeah. That's it from me, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe, like, share, comment, whatever the case of whatever the fuck you know want to do, I guess, in this case. And yeah, just, you know, take that as it is, I guess. That's really it. Love y'all. Peace out, mom, man.
Samurai